Hello and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room Recap for Monday, November the 23rd. My name is Barry Anderson. I'm the moderator of our trading room. This is the address to get into the room, and the room is open between 9 and 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm live on the mic between those two times. Okay, well, this is going to be an interesting week. Earnings season is just about over. I mean, we have a few that are still releasing earnings, but obviously not as many as the last few weeks. So, and plus the market will be closed for a day and a half, Thursday and Friday. So, I'm going to anticipate that we're not going to see that many opportunities, but still presented some today. So let's take a look at the first one, and that was Kellogg's. Let me just bring this in here. Kellogg's. Now, this was a nice alert from one of our newest members, actually, Jorge. He's been following our surge channel, and Kellogg's, it actually appeared also here. This is something that I look at in first thing in the morning, and this is these are the relative volume leaders, and this is on the long side, and basically the flip on the short side. And I noticed that K was there, but Jorge definitely alerted the room to it, and I got into the trade at 68.25. Uh, Exited some at, oh yeah, that's right. I took out some at 68.31. I was worried about this tail that was starting to come down. And so I took out a little bit at 68.31 but was able to hold on to the rest. 68.97 and 68.77 got me out. So did pop over. I was actually hoping to get, the bid up to 69.25 so I get $1 on it. But nonetheless, a nice trade. It was pretty quick. Unfortunately, this little tail right there got me out of the some of it right off the bat, but turned out to be a pretty nice trade. MENT came from our AI channel. AI channel not doing as well today as in the past few days. Um, Now this has bounced back a little bit, but this was a short play, sorry, a long play, and I believe the trigger was at 1831. In fact, let me, if I do this and then I do this again, yeah. So the trigger was right here. Let me expand this just a little bit. So the trigger was right here to get long. Now MENT was actually on my alerts, my alert window also because um, this is the one I think that Bonpera, his strategy had us. Yes, I know that. Um, this was a short from I think 19 down, and it worked out beautifully. And so this was already on my AI watch list, and looking maybe, maybe for a continuation down or a pop up. And so when we got the alert to actually go long it, I kind of hopped all over it. And I got in at 1833, and unfortunately, I got out of the trade at 1813 for a 20-cent loss. Now, the actual stop on it, let me just see. Yeah, the exit price was actually 1807. This was a 90 minute hold according to the strategy. And so I actually got out a little bit before the exit because I just didn't like the way it was trading. So I took a loss there. But then this one has really kind of made my day, to be honest. Get to the 15-minute again. And this one showed up on my down the most in dollars, absolute dollars. And it's still down $5.20. And so, I happened to take a look. Luckily, I took a look at this top list right around here. And so this intrigued me. First of all, big topping bottoming tail there. Buyers took over, but the sellers took over again. Another little tail there. Then another, and buyers tried to drive it up. Sellers drove it down again. But look at where it stalled. I think that's almost identical. I think that's 63.68. So that is what really got me interested in it. The fact that these two bottoming tails stalled virtually at the same price. And so on this action right here, the next on the green candle, I got into the trade right here. Now it's actually a little bit lower than that. Let's get the horizontal line. It was actually got into the trade at 64.35. I sold some at 64.60, 64.60, right about here, and this was really quick, very, very quick. And again, I was hoping to get another bid at 65.35. I did not get it. And I exited the trade as it came back down through 64. So this action got me out. I got out at 64.88 and 64.87. And so, but it was a nice trade. This especially was really quick. So that was a nice trade. Just basically played, a reversal. And then the last one, unfortunately, and I think it's probably still doing quite well, MD. Yeah, it's doing quite well. This was Real alerted us to this in the room, and I looked at it, and he was short here at 65.55, and his stop was at 65.75. I got in a little bit later at 64.45, so it's 10 cents later. And again, this is on a short, and wrote it down a little bit, and but then as it started coming back up, I had to exit the trade because remember my stop had to be, well, if his was going to be a 20-cent stop, there it was for me, and I exited the trade at 65.62 actually. Obviously, only because I was about 10 cents too late. Had no idea, obviously had no idea how much you expect to make, but I know I did not want to wait to 75 as his stop was. But had I got in around what the same price that he was in, I certainly would have held on, and now it's starting to work out nicely for him. So now the trade of the week is, let me just see here. It just came out just as I was, okay, is KPTI. KPTI is the trade of the week. Let's take a look at why it is, and let's take a look at the daily chart. And yeah, you can see actually it's a little bit different from the norm, but maybe not. Here's, $27 fell down, a little pull up, and then another big collapse, a little pull up, another big collapse. Now we're free. We're the nice rise, a little pull down, and then now we're sort of free of all this area. So I mean 1790, if it can break 18, we're looking at 22 perhaps as a stall, and then maybe up to 27. I mean, and it's a bio. I'm positive. Yeah, it's a bio. So obviously, very very speculative. When I say speculative, when you're trying to swing a bio, you really have to be careful. All we have to do is look at this crazy, insane one. If you weren't trading today, look at this. Now you have to understand now, this is today, Friday, Thursday. So Wednesday, this stock was a dollar, like at 220, under $2. Look at what it hit today. 45.75. And again, all on the fact that it's a very low floater, and some person who has, I'm going to say, a cachet in the bio industry, has sort of staked his claim and is buying a lot of the shares. And when there's very low float, this is what can happen. I mean, this is absolutely crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. But I know some were in the room, at this level and got in. But I mean, this is very, very, very crazy. I don't know. There's no other words to explain something that's gone from two up to $45 in about 4 days, 4 trading days. And one other one, just to I'm gonna have to be a little more cautious about this one. This is the ZFGN. Still hold it. Got in. This was trade of the week last week. Got in at the 13 level. Actually, before the trade of the week was the week. So that was the Monday. I got in the week before. Sold some. I'm in around 13.20, and I have sold some on the way. The only problem with this right now is I noticed, in fact, if you take a look at the 15-minute, see this action right here. So here, got to get the show the pre-market. So there was actually no pre-market trading, but you see how it really fell all the way down to 1464, and evidently there's a class action lawsuit that was started today against it, and this happens all the time. Stock gets pummeled, and shareholders think that they've been wronged. I'm not saying they haven't been wronged at all. I'm not saying that at all. But if you look at have to look at the daily chart, I guess. And obviously they had some devastating news from here to here and then also down to here. I think this was more the general bios were tanking at that time, but this was definitely on news. And there's some disgruntled shareholders who are upset about that and perhaps saying the company didn't disclaim fully. But anyway, if it doesn't give up 15, I'll probably hold on to it and, and see what happens from here because, this is what you love to see. I mean, this is a sort of void you love to see. You see it's trying to recover and it's over this area here. So, if it can get past this little class action lawsuit, it has a massive, massive gap that it could potentially fill. So that is the reason why I'm going to continue to monitor it and hold it. All right. So as I said, we might see tomorrow's Tuesday and Wednesday, the last two full trading days. Thursday's a holiday and Friday's a half day. Again, earnings season is drying up, so I don't anticipate a lot, but you never know. I mean, we always seem to be able to find a few things to trade. So I hope to see you in the trading room tomorrow. Again, here's how to get in. And our market is, or I'm sorry, I'm on the mic live between 9 and 4 o'clock Eastern time. So hope to see you in our trading room tomorrow. Bye bye.